I don't know about you, but every time I play a game and I like it, I always want to know more about it. Like what this game could have been if they had added this content. And that's always interesting to see the initial vision of a game. And what I found out is pretty interesting, but I want to start this video with Anthem. Anthem did not deserve to die, and the fact that Anthem 2.0 got cancelled makes the things even more frustrating. Because Anthem 2.0 is not just a simple update, it is a new beginning like Final Fantasy XIV, No Man's Sky. And this version was meant to fix all the problems that Anthem had. This update was meant to fix all the problems that Anthem had and add new content, new javelin, new area, with new enemies called the pirates. But the biggest thing with the update of Anthem was to rebuild the complete interface, less RNG, better load system, way better load system, make it clearer and better, and that's it. But Anthem 2.0 got cancelled in 2021 for stupid reasons, blaming the pandemic situation to be focused 100% in a future game that was a fail. But I deeply think that if Anthem had just one single update fixing just the flying system, for example, this game could have been saved. There's one series of games that I regret I haven't played before is House of the Dead, and those games are so good. It made me use the PlayStation Move for the first time, but not using some content with House of the Dead series happens very often. So it eventually happened with the House of the Dead, and used cinematic wasn't used in the final game. This cinematic was for this final level, but it never happened. And also a 3D model of Goldman never been used. Have you ever seen that before? You watch a trailer of a game and you like it, but once you play the game, there's a lot of things that are not in the final game. This always happens, and it happened with Star Wars Hunters, whereas the extraction mode that was on the beta version, but never on the final game, which is stupid, because the extraction mode could have been good, and the game is good overall. And the same thing happened with Dark Void, released in 2010. This game is like Anthem, such a good game, but all the potential got wasted. You can see in one of the first trailer of 2007, the game is completely different from the final results we have. Different enemies, even the gameplay seems different. It's more like an Uncharted. God of War 3 is one of the greatest games of all time, and the game eventually had a lot of changes throughout the development. A lot of cut bosses, with Argus, for example, the one that you fight in God of War Betrayal. So that's why you don't see it in God of War 3, but it was supposed to be in the game. There's also this boss that got cancelled. There's also a level with Ixen, an aquatic level with full of trap, something like this level we had. The Juggernaut that you see in God of War Ascension was initially supposed to be in God of War 3, but it got cancelled. And with God of War 3, like a lot of games, and a lot of games that I talked about it previously, a lot of content is different or is not even in the final game. And it happened with God of War 3. When you see the 2008 trailer, we can see Kratos fighting a centaur. It never happened in the final game. Also in the demo of God of War 3, there is a weapon that got cut in the final game. Same thing with demos that was also supposed to be in the game. You can find more information on those videos. Cat content in video games. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. If you have more information that you want to add, just comment this video. Next time I will probably make a video about cancelled games.